So if software is no longer a moat for software companies, if the product is not as defensible as it once was, well, what do you do now? Because it used to be that was your IP. You built a product, you built millions of lines of code over the course of years, and that had long-term tangible value. That's not true anymore when you can generate code as fast as the latest models can, and with the quality that we see. So what do you use to defend yourself, differentiate yourself, or prosper in this AI era? Well, point number one, focus on getting profitable. There's nothing that provides more buffer, more safety factor for a company than getting profitable. And oh, by the way, that has always been the long-term goal for all businesses. And now software has to adapt to that normal reality and behave accordingly. What's crazy is for most of the SaaS era, say from the late 2000s, mid 2000s until just before AI started hitting hard. So call it about a 20-year period. SaaS companies, their profitability typically has been zero. That's kind of crazy. And actually, even in public markets, many SaaS companies have never actually been profitable. And a 10% profit margin was actually considered good in the space. To me, that's crazy. One of the things I was most proud of with HiddenLevers, my last startup, we were building SaaS and wealth tech, and we had a 52% pre-tax profit margin when we sold the company. So we always focused on efficiency and profitability. I think in the AI era, it's just easier to do that because, of course, you can build more with a leaner team, or you can really radically expand your product, feature set if you're still operating with a larger team. But either way, you can provide more value to customers for less labor, and therefore you should be able to do two things really at the same time. One of those is you should be able to potentially cut prices even as you are improving your features. So you're cutting prices, improving features. That should enable you to stabilize when your clients are wondering, oh, do I just build this? Do I vibe code this myself? Then now you have, a better economic offering because you are able to meet them at a lower price. And there's always thresholds where they'd rather continue to work with the vendor than just try to replace whatever it is you're providing. So that's one, you can lower the cost structure for your customers, but of course, internally as well. If you're not leveraging AI as effectively as you should be, well, then your cost structure is going to be excessive. And that's in all facets of the business. That's in marketing, that's in sales, that's in actual product, both, product management and the software itself, and then on into various back office functions. So all across the board, you should be able to suck costs out of the beast. And, if it was possible, maybe rare, but possible to get to very high margins in the past before LLMs, well, then it should be possible now to get to 20%. I think 20% plus as a target is where you need to be. And with that kind of profitability, that gives you a cushion, as the AI era keeps shifting radically. And it also makes you more attractive as an acquisition target, as you start to, if you reach that point in your cycle. Finally, everyone forgets this, but profits are what you actually take home as a founder. So lots of reasons why this is probably your number one go-to defense if software isn't a moat anymore.